WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have a second bottle here now from Uncharted Whisky Company, a 10-year-old Blair Athol, Strawberry Fields. I really like that name. Single malt Scotch whiskey, 50%, and one of 998 bottles. So they took 3 sister casks from Blair Athol, which were all first fill red wine Barrique casks. Now, my only question is, if they were first fill red wine barriques, where is the color? I don't see any, I see hardly any red in here. All right, what am I going to compare this to? I'm going to compare this to the other bottle that I have here of Uncharted Whiskey, and this is alive and kicking. This is a Marokma, 13-year-old. I think it's a bourbon hogshead, and this is a very, very interesting whiskey as well. So this is 54.5%. So this is 13 years old, and it's 82 euros. This is 10 euros old, and it's 88 euros and only 50%. So you're getting less here for your money if you just look at the numbers. But you do have a red wine barrique, and here you have a hogshead. So if you take a look at these two bottles and you take a look at the color of these two bottles, I don't see any type of real difference. Do you? If I take a look here at our glasses, also here, I see very, very, very little difference in the color. But on the nose, strawberry chocolate with leather and vanilla. Over here, bourbon vanilla goodness. So I must admit that Uncharted Whiskey is actually sourcing some very nice bottles here. So we have 2 people actually involved in this. I've interviewed both of them online, Jack Breslin and Dana de Vos. Dana speaks German, so we got to talk on my German channel there a little bit in German, and Jack did most of the talking in English. Actually, no, Dana did most of the talking in English as well. And they are just an independent bottler here, and they're working with brokers, and they're getting some fairly good casks, by the way. So this is the 8th bottling that they've had in total. So we're at the very, very beginning, a little bit there. So unchartedwhiskey.com. So they are in the UK. There is one shop, I think it's called Oben, whiskey and wine shop and so on, that does send to America. And we have one shop over here outside of the UK, which is in Germany, Dine Whisky. Sebastian Becker, he actually is the importer and distributor for Germany and European Union at the moment. Good stuff. Isn't this a beautiful, beautiful bottle? I still think, and every time I say, the most beautiful bottle coming out of Scotland at the moment. All right, so Strawberry Fields. Each and every one of these titles has a little bit to do with the song. Alive and Kickin' is this one here, and we have Strawberry Fields. Now, I get that chocolatey moment here with the strawberry immediately. This is very, very nice. If I go to the official tasting notes, they say on the nose, pronounced fruity aromas are immediately detectable, followed by oak, strawberry jam, and a touch of chocolate and warmth of spice. Hit the head on the nail. Usually I'm not 100% in concurrence with the people writing the tasting notes, but this time, bam, right on. Now, the thing that they wrote next, and this is important for what I'm going to experience, a quick strike of cracked black pepper fills the mouth and quickly dissipates. A softer red fruit and sweetness oozes onto the palate. Octolus and rich jam, Scotch, chocolate, and dried fruits follow close behind. A touch of leather, oak, and a hint of vanilla meander through. Now, this is not what happens to me. It's not at the very beginning. I drink, nice, and then I swallow, and then bam! That cracked pepper, black pepper hits, and then it dissipates, and then it's this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Finish. I really like the finish. The warmth remains there. It has more matured, a little bit more darker chocolate. It has leathery tones. Drying, spicy lingers on, and that strawberry moment continues. This is very good whiskey. Better than I thought. It's better than this. So it might be worth more even though it's less. That little spicy pepper whip crack, if I could get rid of that. I've watered this down to about 45, 43%. It's still there. It takes away a little bit from that flavor profile. Everything is diluted, but it's there. So I guess they picked this as the optimal range to live with it. So they did recognize it, but hey, that's just apparently the character of this distillate here. Oh, good nose, very good nose. A B minus nose. I love the way the red wine interacts here. We have something over here in Germany called Yogurette. Yogurette is a cheap chocolate, and it has a filling which has a artificial strawberry moment. And that cheap chocolate strawberry moment, I like. I like a lot. And that's exactly what I'm getting here. Cheers. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Bam. The whip. And then it dissipates. And you're left with a very pleasant, very rich, very complex note. You have to go through the valley of the tears to get to the green pastures at the end. But it's here. That's just a fabulous, fabulous long finish. If it weren't for this whip, this cracked black pepper strike, this would be one of my favorite whiskeys I've had in a long time. It's a very good whiskey. It's a B minus, C++ whiskey. Value for money, 88 euros. But the taste is so good. C to C minus. I like. If you at all can somehow secure one of the 998 bottles here, I would recommend it. All right? It's much better than the Manachmoa, in my opinion. The Manachmoa is a summer whiskey. It's a nice, easy drinking in the evening. There's not as much complexity. There's not that red wine moment going on here. I am personally not a great fan of red wine in my whiskeys, but every once in a while, one of them does it just right. And they took 3 casks that did it just right, and this is absolutely an amazing, amazing thing. So well done, the two of you. All right, so thank you very much, Jack. Thank you very much, Donna, for this good, better. Beautiful barrel, wood. They call it pineapple. I call it dried apricots on here. They both have a wonderful, wonderful bouquet, aroma, and palate. They both have that thickness, that viscosity, that elasticity of a good whiskey. There's more to this whiskey than I can decipher in this short time. And both of these whiskeys are absolutely great choices for you and for your palate. Which one do I prefer? A little bit more the Strawberry Fields, because today, for some reason, I love that strawberry moment. Very, very nice whiskey. So I can put I'm going to put 3 drops in this. See, it changes already, and it's not great. It gets a tiny little bit more of a sulfury moment with water. Don't put water in it. That cracked pepper, alcohol spice, and then beautifully done. Leather, oak, vanilla, strawberry. Yummy, yummy. I like B minus, C++, value for money, C minus. Minus, minus, minus. So, what whiskeys out there do you really like that are from Blair Athol? I like this one. Which whiskey do you really like out there that has a wine maturation? I asked this question a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so, and many people wrote, at least my German video, there was a Glengarry that was a red wine cask maturation. Don't know if it was 13 or 17 years old. My brain says 17. Everyone said that was fabulous. That was magical. Missed it. Never tried it, never seen it, never had it. But this, even though the color, the red color is not there from the wine cask, really, this is a definite whiskey that I can recommend. So 998 bottles, 997 bottles, I bought one, are still out there. Let's see who's going to buy them. Let's see who you're going to find. www.unchartedwhisky.com. So far, the things they've bottled that have my wheelhouse. I'm not a Inchfad person. I'm not a Lefroy person. But almost everything else that Uncharted Whisky has bottled, I like. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for liking, subscribing, telling others. And don't forget to comment down below. See you soon and all the best. Whiskey Jason here. Bye-bye.